Hey, what's going on, guys? Matthew here, and in today's Shopify video, we are going to be covering the three biggest mistakes beginner dropshippers make when they're starting their dropshipping business. And this one's actually going to be a freaking savage video because we are going to be digging down deep and figuring out exactly what the problems are with your Shopify business. So what I need from you guys to be absolutely successful with this one is you kind of take a hard look at yourself. What the hell are you doing? And if you are making these mistakes, you got to be honest with yourself and admit it to yourself so that you can fix them and actually start running a profitable business. It's going to be savage, but let's jump into it. But before I do that, guys, remember, I do give away a 15-minute mentorship call every single video. All you got to do, like, comment, subscribe, and you'll be entered to win right away. Today, you got to comment hashtag dropout and then give me a comment letting me know which videos you want to see in the future. So guys, let's start this presentation and start breaking down what these big mistakes are. All right, guys, so as you can see, the first one is going to be half-ass testing. It's honestly that obvious. This one is going to be one of the most important ones, and actually all three of these are equally as important. So I just want to be honest. I've done so many consulting calls with you guys that actually, if you do want a consulting call, go click the first link below and sign up because they do help dramatically. But what I do want to say is that so many people just half-ass their testing. They go, oh man, I've tested this product, I've tested that product, I can't find a winner. But when I ask them, they tell me, yeah, I've spent $20 to $100. So the reality is of Shopify in 2019, and it's actually crazy that I have to repeat this over and over and over again, is that $20 to $100 of ad spend and a 240p video that you stole from Facebook is just not going to cut it. It's not enough money to actually get the data that you need to start making decisions. It's just the reality of the business. You can't expect to drop $20 and then make a $70 sale right away with cold traffic, all that stuff. Facebook is pretty complicated and now it's getting much more competitive. So you do have to up your game on almost every single level in this business if you want to make it out of this turbulence. And another thing that I see a lot is that people only test from obvious angles. So for example, they might be testing a tent or something clearly linked to camping or something like that. And so they'll target camping interests and all of them will fail. But the thing is, these obvious interests might not be the right ones to target because these people have maybe already seen it. So you might want to take a different approach to marketing it. So for example, if you have space-saving bags and you only target people for travel, you might want to go ahead and target people for, home living and home organization. Just because you might think it serves this purpose, other people might not see it that way. So testing just from one angle is one of the biggest downfalls people have. They'll just group everything and make it related to electronics or something like that, when in reality the interests you want to target are maybe home improvement. These are just up in the air examples, but whatever. And so with all these things in mind, you just haven't collected enough data to make a decision to be like, yeah, I tested this product. I hate that word now, man. Everybody's like, yo, I tested this product. It's total bullshit. You didn't test the product if you spent $20 to $100, haven't made good creatives, if you haven't tested ad copy, all that stuff. You really didn't test the product properly. And the most mind-blowing thing is that most of you guys that I have done consulting calls and spoken to on Facebook or wherever actually have great products on your stores, but your execution and your testing is just crap. Like, you just think you can, take videos from Facebook, and you can at the beginning, but you got to get real with yourself and start putting some effort into it. Otherwise, you're not going to make it. The next thing is going to be not ordering a sample for yourself. So, a lot of dropshippers are so proud of themselves because, I never saw my product, I never touched my product, but you need to order a sample. You need to know what your product is like because it is a huge detriment not having it. And believe me, I know that because you got to film your own ads. Or at least you gotta feel the product so you can take your own photos or just understand the product properly, put it into use in your own home. Even though it might not be necessarily for your demographic, just understand what it is. But another thing is going to be understanding the shipping times. Is the quality actually worth it? Can you make this product into a brand? And finally, packaging, stuff like that. Is it going to come in is it going to break? Stuff like that, how fast? And then finally, are there problems at customs? So, you might not know it, but you might have some kind of lithium ion battery in there that causes problems at customs or powders. And I've talked about this in my last video, but it got really bad views. So I'll just mention it again. So you just want to make sure that you order a sample. You want to film your own ads. It's really easy to film ads. And you want to know if there's problems at customs because believe me, guys, when you're initially drop shipping, when you're actually doing drop shipping from, AliExpress, from China, ePacket, it is long shipping time. So you do want to make sure that the product that's coming in is good. that's not going to have problems at customs, because it's really expensive to deal with chargebacks and to deal with PayPal disputes and refund requests. It's really expensive and not worth your time. All right, guys, the last mistake is not focusing properly on the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule, which says that 20% of what you do is going to result in 80% of the results. So things like button shakers, countdown timers, social proof, focusing on building a beautiful homepage with, like, oh, sale, this, that. The reality is nobody's surfing through your website. Nobody cares if you have 100, 20, 30, 15, 5 or 2 products on your store. Nobody thinks that, oh, this store has 500 products. I think I can trust it. So doing all this stuff is a complete waste of your time. Complete waste of your time. It does not matter. Stop doing it. Stop getting apps. Stop downloading things that promise that 3% boost in conversion, because when your conversion is 0, it's more of a multiplier than an addition. It's not adding 1 or 2%. It's multiplying. So when you're at 0, you can't change anything. So you got to get sales first. So focus on the 20% that gives you the 80% of results. And that's going to be creating ads, follow-up sequences with an email or a bot, and branding. So managing your social media, making sure you're creating really good content in terms of pictures and, like a really good customer experience. These are the things, you could make it with not a single app on your store. You don't really need it. You don't even need an overload, to be honest. You can just email suppliers. So this is the most important stuff. Nobody's going to tell you this. This is how dropshipping works. It's no longer some bullshit game where you can overload this and that and get everything onto your store really easily. It doesn't work like that anymore, guys. And like, if you can't figure this out, you're always going to be a failure on Shopify, on dropshipping, or WooCommerce, or whatever. It doesn't matter. This is business. You can't half-ass this anymore, right? It's like how PPC changed. You used to be able to affiliate market anything on Google back in the day. Now, just doesn't work like that. Stop half-assing. Stop focusing on the 80-20. Stop focusing on not being this cool dropshipper who's never touched the product. Get the stuff in your hand and treat it like a real business. Anyway, guys, hope this video helps, and I'll see you guys in the next one.